Welcome back. So, if you didn't know, RollerCoaster Tycoon is a game that I've done kind of off and on throughout the years. Usually I do it, one, if I'm feeling like it, and two, if I need to fill some time. Um, in this particular case, it's the latter. So we were supposed to be doing Skyrim again. Unfortunately, someone's mic audio didn't pick up, and it wasn't me. So yeah, I'm throwing Connor under the bus for that. But that's okay. It happens, unfortunately. So we are going to be doing Katie's World today. Let's pause real quick before we get into this. So, to achieve a park value of at least 1,500 or 15,000, sorry, at the end of October year 3. So let's I guess let's take a look around. Let me readjust myself to the controls because it has been a little while. So I'm trying to remember. I think, okay, this isn't the park I was thinking of. Which park was I thinking of? There's a park at some point along the way where you can't buy land, or at least you can't buy all the land. You can only buy the rights to build over and under it. First I open up both of the ones that I don't actually want. I want this one. Let's take a look. So yeah, there is some land that you can only buy under, but it looks like that's already taken. Let's see. Then yeah, there's a little bit of land that you can just kind of buy. It's not much though. It's very. It seems very restrictive in that way. Okay, so first things first, we only have one handyman. We are going to need at least a couple more. There's a lot of stuff to cover. I haven't practiced this one. I barely remembered what it was. How do you get to this one? What the fuck? Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. There's a path. I can hardly see it with all the trees and stuff in the way. Okay, I see. All right. So this guy should cover this small area. We could probably extend this a bit. Okay, I think that should cover it. I'm going to turn off water gardens and mow since we don't really need that. So you can go away. You are going to handle this side. So this is sort of first things first for me with this particular map, just because I noticed that there's a lot of trash and vomit everywhere already. And yeah, we don't want that. Leave that one go. Yeah, sorry there's no music. For some reason the music doesn't play when the game's paused. But I think it's pretty important that we get this part taken care of before we really start. Okay, I think almost good. We'll keep the one handyman just kind of roaming for right now. I don't think we need him doing everything. I don't think we need him, like, designated at the moment. We might change that once we expand or anything. Okay, that should cover everything. I might just give this guy an overlap with the other guy, just so he can do essentially a circle around the park, or around this part of the park. We will say don't do those two things. The other guy can just roam, and we need to extend this out. So I think that's it. Seems to be it, at least. Just take another quick pass, make sure that we didn't miss anything. And yeah, okay, cool. Handymen. We should hire at least one other guy. I won't make these guys roam. We'll hire at least one security guard for right now. And I think we're fine on a mascot for right this moment. So, okay, that was a bit expensive to do all of that, but I think that's reasonable. Do we start off with any loans? Only one loan. Probably going to need to take more, to be honest, but we'll figure that out in a sec. Okay. No gentle rides or scenery or whatever. Don't worry about ride improvements for right now. Just worry about roller coasters, thrill rides, and shops and stalls. In fact, we may want to say don't worry about roller coasters. We have a couple to start off with. Looks like 1, 2, and then I think 3 is in here. So just worry about thrill rides and shops and stalls. We'll just put normal funding towards it for right now, since we're a bit tight on money. And yeah. So I think we're all set. Let's see what we have before we start doing anything else. What is this? Space rings? I don't remember those. I don't build I don't build the gentle rides very often, to be fair. Okay, I think this is go-karts right here. One of the issues with this particular map is the amount of trees. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. One thing that we can go ahead and just automatically start building is the information and bathrooms and food stall type things. Oh, right. We have to actually unpause for this. Don't really understand that, but we're gonna want at least 2 bathrooms, I think. We are going to have to. Seriously, already? Like, I think this park has been here for a while. Essentially, we just took it over and we're renovating it to, you know, actually be beneficial. Like, or not beneficial, but profitable. That's it. Nope, down. I tend to lower my prices early, just to, you know, allow people to actually buy stuff and not think we're a terrible company or anything. Okay. Let's build one more bathroom. Maybe back here by this ride. Build it here? Yes. Make sure it's free. Like, I know some people can abuse it, where they, like, super overcharge for the bathrooms. Okay, so it's a little bit of money. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get some of that back. We need to check this. Yep, this needs to be at least $10. Some of the rides can come down, but yeah, like this does not need to be $3. We're charging admission for the park. We definitely don't want these to be as expensive. $, probably reasonable. $1 probably reasonable for that. Well, I say that. We might want to lower it just a little bit to incentivize people to ride it. This one can definitely come down quite a bit. Maybe $1.50. Which did we... So we made the other one $1.50. This one is definitely the higher quality one, so we should make sure it is slightly more. Okay. We need to look. We need to be able to see underground. Okay. Apparently guests are hungry. We should probably make another one. Another food stall of some kind. Let's build you. We'll just build it, like, right here, I think. Two food stalls. That should be reasonable, though. So we do not have the one that... the shuttle loop one, which is honestly one of my favorites to build, just because it's a lot of fun to ride for, you know, the guests, and it's pretty inexpensive to build for me. Okay, let's see. Oops, great. Okay. I guess we'll just keep it like that, then. Love wasting money. Yeah, the original plan was to start doing Skyrim again. But as soon as I sat down to start editing everything, I quickly realized that Connor's mic audio did not get recorded. And we record Skyrim via his setup because he is the one playing the game, and we just don't have the ability to meet up right now in person. So, yeah, we're gonna have to re-record everything. So we're gonna be doing this in the meantime. Yeah, I think the park that I was thinking of, I don't remember what it's called, but essentially you're confined to a very small area, and you have to essentially buy the above or below ground rights to in order to expand. And that one I remember being very difficult to do because, or at least for me, yeah, feels very cheap. Okay. The people have spoken. All right, let's get a consensus as to what people are thinking. Okay, so this one has apparently been taking quite a while. Yeah, that is quite the long and convoluted line. Jeez, that is. Kind of thinking. Unfortunately, we are going to have to close this for a sec in order to change these. But I'm kind of thinking maybe we. Yeah, it's dumb. Because it essentially kicks everyone out of the line and is a little annoying. I'm thinking let's change this to three trains. So annoyingly, that does kick everyone out. It's not like they come right back in. But that will at least get people out of the line. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know why my throat has felt very gunked up. It's a technical term, by the way. Gunked up. Yeah. Let's see. So we got quite a bit of land back here that we can do something with eventually. Do we have rights back here at all? Or can we buy the rights to any of that land? No. Only this stuff in the middle here. This stuff on this edge, and then stuff like right next to the entrance, which unfortunately these two are kind of useless. This one is really the only somewhat valuable one, and it's kind of annoying that we have to buy it since our stuff is already kind of surrounding it. I mean, at this point, we're kind of just hanging out until we, you know, make enough money to actually do stuff. Drink stall. Okay, sounds good. A drink stall has been built. Awesome. Get a drink stall in, make it $1. Finally, a drink that you can you can buy for just $1. Okay, let's see. Let's put one right there. Make this one $1.10. Upcharging. Charging more since it's farther away from the entrance. So, I think once we regenerate the money that we just spent, go ahead and pay off this loan real quick. Or we could hold on to it. I mean, there's really, like, let's see. Like, I mean, it's only $1.60 a year or a month, which is really not that big of a deal. But, you know what? Oh. Oh, we must have just paid something. That's annoying. There we go. Okay. That's gone. So, we are officially debt-free. Woo! We may take debt, or may take more loans later on, just to, help with stuff as we go, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of taking loans in games, if I can help it. Even though in this game it's really not that big of a deal. As long as you don't, like, reach your max, it's kind of fine. And even then, it just means you can't take out more loans. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and throw maximum funding at this. Probably. Focus on those two, and then in a little bit we'll, maybe after like 2 or 3 researches, we will... Come on. This is like the second time this thing is broken down. How old is this? Our fee is still pretty cheap, so let's go up to 20. Usually do it in increments of 5. People are still commenting that, you know, hey, this is really cheap, really good value. This was built last year. It's having issues. I wonder if by last year it just means when the game started. This one was built 3 years ago. That's a little more concerning. I mean, to be fair, like, these things are supposed to be designed to last. Like, they shouldn't die, in a few years, like this game kind of makes it out to. I mean, Cedar Point, some of those roller coasters have been there for, you know, decades. But then again, we're working on a much more simplified version of it all. Alright, I'm thinking when we get this, next thrill ride, we will probably call it apart. Still got 2 weeks before it finishes. I may replace this with a figure 8 loop instead. Just to give it a little more excitement. But for right now, it's fine just because I don't feel like spending the money. Where are you at? Like, you guys are really close to the bathroom. Just go. I realize these guys have a lot of ground to cover, so that's why I'm not giving them too much crap, but may need, like, just another guy to handle this area because it's so busy with stuff. Like, I don't want to go too overboard with handymen, just because I don't want them to... I don't want to pay for that much. Especially this early. Alright, let me close a few of these. Oh, that's not ideal. That's water slide. That's kind of the last thing that we would want. We want smaller, more compact related things. Cruiser has broke down. I'm assuming that's... no? Oh, it's the boat ride. Yeah, that's fine. Water slides, unfortunately, are expensive and, similar to roller coasters, take up a lot of space. Storm has broken down. That is not ideal. Full ride, too. How much more we got? Okay, so, yep, there we go. Water slide is done. Again, not the most ideal one to get, just because we don't really have the space for it at the moment. Or at least I don't have the energy to get one built. I'm a little concerned about this. It always makes me cringe. Honestly, I'm going to turn this off. We are going to reduce this by 2 trains. Oh, that's annoying. God, there's so many things that are just breaking down for no reason. Like, this one, it makes some sense since it's, you know, 3. Or, 3 years old. Okay. I'm reducing it by 2 just because I don't like the idea of it, you know, crashing and stuff. I think with 2 will make it less likely for that to happen. I would prefer to avoid crashes. So, alright. I think I'm gonna put a cut in here. I think I am going to go ahead and get another handyman and have him, like, focus on this area. Just because there is so much stuff right here that's causing problems. Fourth handyman. We'll go ahead and get rid of this area for you, just so you don't have to worry about it. So, alright. I think I'm going to put a cut in here, and thank you for watching. See you guys next time.